right, so what we're going to talk about here is the hydrogen world right now. Hydrogen is like the biggest talked about, newest technology out there to a lot of people. And basically, there's so many different hydrogens out there. There's compressed hydrogen, there's also hydrogen that's made from steam, natural gas, and there's that type of hydrogen. There's several other ones. The other one that comes to mind too is they take old like branches and leaves and grass and they make hydrogen that way too as well. So again, I've been in the hydrogen industry for 16 years now, and what we do is we make hydrogen on demand with an electrolyzer. That's what they call it, but we actually do catalysis, not electrolysis. But basically what's going on now is like the electric world has been brought out that everybody thought electric was the way to go, and it was a zero emission technology, but actually it's not. We've known that. I mean, you got to go mine this iridium and all these other precious metals, and they're realizing that it takes more emissions to gather the materials and make the battery, and then of course the batteries are so dangerous on top of that, but I don't want to get off topic. But basically what they're doing is they're analyzing how much emissions are being put off building an electric car and all that. So now what they're doing is they're actually tackling the hydrogen industry, because there's people saying, oh, hydrogen, zero emissions. Okay, but what they're not looking into is if you plug an electrolyzer into the wall, it takes coal power. Well, most of it is coal power. And now you're making hydrogen, so you're taking more coal power to make hydrogen. So kind of wrap your head around that. So basically they're analyzing the hydrogen industry as being not as good as what it could be. So, and I agree with that. So now with our technology, we make hydrogen on demand. So, but let's make it clear, we're working mainly with combustion engines. Okay, so every combustion engine in the world has an alternator. I'll say it one more time. Every combustion engine in the world has an alternator to charge the batteries so that it can restart. Okay, so what we do is we take a little bit of that electrical energy from the alternator and we use that to make hydrogen on demand, but not just normal hydrogen. We make a percentage of monoatomic and diatomic hydrogen and oxygen. We make 2-part hydrogen, 1 part oxygen. But it's a super high quality hydrogen, and this is why when we go to labs and we do all this testing, we get these amazing results. So to make it kind of clear, is just wrap your head around this. 1.8 watts of power off the alternator, we gain 1 pound of torque. That is a huge increase. I mean, all the people, the labs, they can't believe these results. But the moral of the story is our hydrogen has 4 times energy density, and not just the hydrogen, and it's both hydrogen and oxygen. So when we introduce a precise amount of our hydrogen into a combustion engine, we get these massive gains. And when I say massive gains, anywhere from 20 to 50% on fuel economy, and emission reduction is 0. And now we've actually got it so dialed in with our new controller that we're actually getting negative NOx numbers. So again, that's an amazing number. What that's telling us is the air that's going in the engine and coming out are measured, they measure on the outside of the sensor to the inside of the sensor. I don't know if a lot of people know that. So when it's a negative number, when everything's warmed up, that's actually the air is cleaner coming out the tailpipe than the air it's registering on the outside of the pipe. So this is a huge thing. So this is basically what I'm getting to, is we have a turnkey product right now to help get 0 emissions right now. And basically what I'm explaining to you is you're going to get up to 50% better fuel economy with the engine program with hydrogen. The engine's going to last 50% longer or better. We have all the lab tests on all the oil, longevity, and all that. And then also you're going to have 0 emissions coming out the tailpipe. This is probably the best technology in the world right now that I can see that's mostly needed, and it's a turnkey product that you can put on an engine right now. Don't get me wrong, the hydrogen industry with compressed and all that, that's going to be huge, but once they get it figured out how to make it a lot simpler and a lot more cost effective, that'll be another avenue. But I just wanted to sit down and do this video and talk about hydrogen technology. It's the way of the future. Electric, it's got its place too, but again, it's not as great technology as everybody thought. And of course, there's all these fires. I mean, it goes on and on. I don't want to badger the electric company or electric technology in the EV world, but I just wanted to do a quick video and sit down and explain to people that, you know, we've really been focused on the mission side with our technology. And like I said, we've gone to labs all over the world, and the results are just like, they're eye-opening, and they're like deer in headlights when they look at me when they see these results. And we've had a lot of people try to steal our technology. You know, we've gone to a patent attorney. They said don't patent it, because then you just pull it, you show the whole world on how it's done. It's kind of like Coca-Cola. They have their secret sauce. We have a process we do with our technology. So we have a process to coat our plates that I'm not going to talk about, but we know why we're getting these results. So when we go to the labs and we do testing up against hundreds of other hydrogen systems, and our results are blowing them out of the water, they understand we know what we're doing. But anyways, I don't want to gloat. I just was going to talk about what we do with our technology. And I mean, hydrogen's the future. That's just where I see it. And I just want to sit down and do this video. Everybody have a great day, and the future's hydrogen. Thanks.